That shit was trash. I don't know why somebody would do that. I mean, this would be a perfect time to tell me to, you know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
It'd be great if I had a tripod down here. Yo, what's good, fam godson?
All right, we're back on live. All right, so where did we leave off?
Yo. All right, so last time on the Culture Podcast, we discussed how Monique was being a sucker.
Right.
What killed me? Here's what killed me, and this is real shit. When I'm not standing this fucking live all night. Like this is retarded. Hold on, I got it.
Just put it down,
God damn it. Like, do you know how retarded this is?
You need hold on. Hey, you see this? You need one of these, G.
Dog,
or pause.
I got a whole tripod upstairs.
It's just hello X. See that? Look at all that shit. Yeah, boy. I can't even see what I'm posting.
What the fuck you got going on here?
I got it. I got a whole thing, a whole setup, B.
Yo, hold on. I'm gonna hold this shit up like this, right here. Yo, don't make me laugh. So, Pete, where was I?
I don't know.
Yo, this YouTube is gonna be fucking nuts. Like, you see the phone in front of my face. Yo, this is trash. So, here's what got me right with the whole Monique shit.
Yeah.
When they say, we want to be offered more money, we could go on the road and make that kind of money anyway. And I go, okay, because I understand that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hold on. Give me 1 second. YouTube, give me 1 second. This is trash. So, if she goes on the road and let's say makes 30 million, she's like, yo, Netflix, I should get 30 million because you want to hold me up for 2 years and this, and this. And I wholeheartedly understand that. That makes perfect sense.
Right.
The most sense that she has ever made, right? You feel me?
Yeah.
With me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Cool. But if you don't fucking counter and say any of that, you dumb as fuck.
Right.
How the fuck are you even making money?
Yeah.
But it also lets me know that Monique hates hard work.
Ooh.
Going on the road is hard work. You don't want to work hard for that 30 million.
Right.
Even though you're going to get that 30 million, you want it in a payday. But let's keep it 100. The people who she compared herself to, Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, Amy Schumer, those were the three names that she mentioned. What up, Gap? They did not shy away from the hard work.
Right.
They went on the road. That's how they got the money that they got. That's how they were in that office.
Right.
That's how they were in those meetings. And you just want to show up off and you know what I'm saying, all out of nowhere, off of nothing, and mention what the fuck? And mention
yo, when the podcast comes on.
Yo, I gotta get the fuck out of here. And you know what I'm saying? It's hard for you to mention those people who do shows day in and day out. Like if she would have said, yo, I need more money than Sinbad.
Right.
I'm like, yo, you're fucking out of your mind.
Yeah.
Sinbad has been touring for 37 years.
Right.
Something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if he goes and he goes to Netflix and says, yo, give me 15 million. And they say, done deal.
Right.
I'm like, I understand that. Like he has done HBO specials. Nobody's asking for Monique.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She is exactly. She is crazy hard to work with, and that's where we're at, man. She's in this aspect right now. She doesn't want to work hard, and she's trash.
Agreed. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't need to be all like this, and she doesn't need to be. She looks like an idiot. Honestly, you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. She's trying to make this into a bigger issue than it actually is. Like, you need to work. You know what I mean? And her manager is her daddy. Like he needs to work too. They need to work together. And clearly, like the fact that they didn't counter offer, like that's the way business works. You go into a meeting, whether it's a business meeting, it's a mediation with lawyers, whatever it is.
Right.
One party comes in high, Monique's party. One party comes in dirt low, Netflix. That's the way that it works. But here's what I guarantee you happened in that meeting is that they were like, Netflix was sitting there in the meeting, like looking at each other like, oh, wow, she's not easy to work with. I can tell already it's a problem. I can tell both of them are a problem. You know what? Let's just back out 100% and not deal with the headache that is about to come.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like
yo, give her 80,000.
Right.
Yo, just throw that the fuck out there. She's gonna not take it and get the fuck out of here anyway.
Right.
Cool. So I do not disagree. I've seen that shit go down.
Hmm?
You know what I'm saying? If you've ever hired someone to work somewhere, you've seen it go down.
Right.
We were like, yo, I really don't want this fucking person working here. I'll tell you what, I'll start you at $11. Yo, I can't take $11, man. Fuck you. All right, I'm sorry. That's all I got. Peace.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yo, I'll start you at 5,000. Oh, you guys got to move off of that. No, we're not gonna. Okay, well, then you don't want it bad enough.
Right.
Like, I know people that, you know what I'm saying, comedians. Shout out Larry Starks. You know what I'm saying?
That's the man.
Who is not even arguably way funnier than fucking Monique.
Way funny.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's my guy. He's always been funny as long as I have known of him.
Been,
you know what I'm saying?
Been following Starks for a while.
And if they went, yo, lock up for 2 years, here's 500,000.
Right.
I know for those 2 years he's good.
Yeah.
After that 2 years, he's flipping that into a show.
Right.
Changing that into, you know, whatever the fuck he's going to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Tiffany Haddish with the 800,000 that she's going to get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is going to take that 800 grand and it's going to flip it into a movie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's going to open doors.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
Right.
Oh shit! I didn't even know I was on the mic. Good look. Yo, dead ass. I'm not caring about this right here.
No, I hear you. Are you hearing when you talk? Do you hear yourself through my mic?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. Huh? Fuck, that's a problem. And I can't turn it all the way down for some reason. That's whack. Let me see if I can back this up.
How can you not turn the volume on your phone?
It won't go all the way down. Word. I swear. It's like one dot, dude. It's fucking. I can't even figure it out. I'm like
YouTube. Hold on. YouTube. Hold on. I gotta talk to IG.
Check it. Try and do it.
Y'all see this shit, right? Y'all see this shit, right? Y'all see this shit, right? First off,
turn it all the way down.
His shit shut the fuck down.
Oh my god.
Now,
yo,
can't even turn the volume on.
Stop talking and try and turn it all the way down. Stop fucking with me.
Turn what all the way down?
Try and turn the volume all the way down on Instagram. It won't go all the way down. It won't turn off.
Oh, because we're live.
Right.
Oh, true.
Bitch ass.
One dot. Oh.
God damn.
Turn it all the way up.
Motherfucker. I mean, the goal is to push people. And I can hear myself talking. The goal is to push people to the YouTube channel. That's where everybody should be.
The thing is, watch what's about to happen. Yo, go into my on my IG, go into the bio, click the link that's there. Takes you to the YouTube. All right, bye.
You heard the.
I told you I ain't doing this shit. I told you I'm not doing this.
I heard you. I heard you. All right, let's get back on track. So Monique's trash.
Monique is trash. And she's only trash because of why she's complaining.
I agree.
Hold on. I'm sorry.
Are you still on?
No. I went back into the YouTube chat. She's trash and only trash because of how she is complaining and why she is complaining.
Mm-hmm.
She should have gotten Donkey of the Day. She deserved that shit.
She deserved
it.
Yep.
She earned it. She owned it. She earned it. So
I agree.
Cool.
And then
Monique
I'm gonna say this one thing, right?
Listen.
If you're in a relationship, like I think that daddy has one place, daddy, poppy, whatever you want to call it, has a place, right? It's between two people, not on the fucking radio, and probably behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if it's not, and
you know what I'm saying? Like,
but see, I feel you, but I say this when you're in an interview, okay, and this is goddamn, like, like through music, through college, you know what I'm saying? All this shit, you get media training, you know what I'm saying? Doing the shit that I've done.
Yes.
And there is a certain way that you conduct yourself in an interview. I don't have to conduct myself in that particular way right now because this is not an interview.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is a show where we're going to talk shit.
Right.
But, you know, you see me on the Breakfast Club, I'm going to act a certain way.
Right.
Like, yo, don't call me daddy right now. Like, let me work. I'm working right now. Like, chill the fuck out.
They both are.
I don't understand how the husband is on the phone and how whatever, dog.
Whatever. Let's move on.
Let's get into this Elmo and Grover shit, man. Elmo is a sucker. Grover would beat his ass.
Dog, you know Elmo's gangster. Like, well, I don't know why you're fronting.
Like, people just want to make him gangster. Grover is the fucking guy.
Dog, no. Elmo would not complain about a fly in his soup. He wouldn't. He wouldn't do it.
Because he's a sucker. He would eat the soup like a little ass bitch. Mad that it's a fly in the soup. Grover was like, hey, yo, hey, cuz. Taste the soup. He's like, what you talking about?
You know what?
Like, no, taste the...
You know what I just realized?
What?
Elmo's a Crip. And Grover's, oh, sorry, it's the other way around. Elmo's a blood and Grover's a Crip.
Elmo's a Crip.
Why have I never realized this?
Yo, I realized that a long time ago.
I never realized that shit.
I was gonna keep it quiet.
Wow, that's hella funny. That's hella funny. Like, you imagine we need to make that animation, dog. I'm gonna talk to my boy Mark. We gotta get that. We gotta get that. We gotta have
somebody
that.
Definitely getting shot.
Grover getting shot. Anyways,
like, yo, what happened?
Let's move on. So,
what's up?
The hot takes on IG. I'm gonna be doing that a lot. I'm gonna send you all the stuff that I have already. You're gonna fucking die. All right.
Yo, that's Black Panther. I was so fucking mad. Yo, all right. Sorry,
I know you were.
Sorry.
That's meant to. Yeah. I mean, the first two that I told you. You got hella mad on, so that's good. I'm glad. It's
that's the thing.
It's supposed to.
I've been arguing that, and I'm not. I don't want to say it because it's gonna be it's gonna be up. You know what I'm saying? But I've been arguing that for years with people. Like, yo, you got to be out of your fucking mind.
All right, pause real quick, Therese. I wanna really ruin Sesame Street for you. If you ever want to fuck it all up, the Peter Jackson, the same guy that made Lord of the Rings, he made this movie when he was in New Zealand, still under the radar. Nobody really knew who he was. He made this movie called Meet the Feebles. This movie is like the Muppets behind the scenes. I'm talking like they're not the same characters, but they're close.
Oh, I gotta watch this.
Oscar the Grouch is a heroin addict. No, wait. No, it's Kermit. It's Kermit that is the heroin addict. Miss Piggy, kind of the same. She was, but Miss Piggy's like the character that would play Miss Piggy. Fucking everybody.
Yo.
Everybody. There's so many characters. There's so much crazy shit. Meet the Feebles. Y'all need to watch that shit. It's hilarious.
Miss Piggy fucking anybody.
Everybody.
That's fucking hilarious. Like, everybody should have known that. I swear to
God, she beat the shit out of the Kermit character too. I haven't seen it in like 20 years. But that shit, man, it's probably campy as hell now. But one of them's got PTSD from, bruh. It's you have to watch it. The fact that somebody gave this man money to make this movie is amazing to me.
PTSD is not funny. I don't want anybody thinking
it's funny. It's not funny.
But
this is 20 years ago.
But giving a Muppet PTSD is hilarious.
Dog.
In this.
Dog. The characters that he's fighting against too. The characters that they're rats with little hats. I swear to God. I cannot make this shit up. Now that I'm thinking that movie's probably fucking mad racist.
Oh, absolutely.
But
It's going down.
It's going down, man. I have to find this movie. Meet the Feebles. All right.
Meet the Feebles.
Let's talk
It
about
might
this
be on
shit real quick.
Netflix.
Okay. Nipsey Hussle. I mean, we talk about Nipsey Hussle a lot.
Oh yeah.
He said that, and he said it in an interview, and he said it in one of the songs, that Master P does not, basically that Master P did not get the credit that he deserves as a mogul.
And he doesn't.
He does not. So, what is your thoughts on that? Like,
okay, so let's go ahead and dig into this. I hate all of No Limit music.
ooh,
All of it.
all of it though.
All of it. All of it. Hated it.
All of it though.
Right? About it.
Okay.
Ice Cream Man. Early stuff was dope. Early
Bentley's,
stuff was dope.
If I don't bring this song, my homie Mark gonna kill me. Bentley's, Beamers, that song? Nah. About that.
I said that. About that.
There's a lot of heat. Like, he has some.
They got some heat, but
wow.
keep it lying. Whatever. I can take it or leave it, right?
Yeah.
So let's just throw that to the side. As a businessman, very untouched in the game. Like, I remember when people laughed at him when he was playing for the Charlotte Hornet.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And the funny thing was, the people laughing at him were people who wanted to play basketball their entire lives. They went to college and didn't make the draft or fucking sucked. And I'm like, so you're laughing at a dude that's playing in the NBA where you want to be. Like that. Okay, cool. Whatever. First clothing line, maybe? Did he have?
I think that's what he had out here.
That's what I'm saying. He had like the first. He might have been the first like true clothing line,
maybe,
where it wasn't another entity. It was him.
Right.
He had the disc. I mean the cases that the CDs used to have.
Right.
He was the first one to do those plastic cases.
Right.
Well, if you knew anything about music production at that time, he was using a service called CD Baby. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Okay. And I've used it. Other rappers have used it, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And those were the cheapest cases you could get.
Okay.
Like, it wasn't the jewel case. It was just cardboard and plastic. And it was the cheapest case you can get. And he flipped multi-million dollars with that shit.
Right.
Like, he was the one to prove that it doesn't matter what it looks like.
Yeah.
As long as you package it and make it look kind of good.
Right.
And it looks different. And you can say, yo, but listen to the music. Like, everything No Limit had bumped. Like, it banged. Like, keep it 100. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you do these certain things, people will buy it. Just push that shit. All you got to do is put it out. Right. And I used to listen to people go, oh, but they keep putting out trash music. I'm like, you haven't put a fucking single out.
Right.
In a year, they had 19 albums from one label out.
Damn. Was it that much, really?
And I was like, it was that much. Wow. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck what you say.
Yeah.
I don't care what you say. If every single one only sold 500, let's do the math, right? If they only sold 500,000, I'm saying everybody goes gold.
Yeah.
9.5 million, right?
Yeah.
Now let's talk money. Times since you own it, you own your masters. Cardi takes that. So let's go ahead and multiply that by 7.
Okay.
So you're at 66.5 million.
Whew.
In 1 year.
That's a lot of bread, G.
And you just chill. Like, that's, and it's your family. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it 100. No Limit was a family. Then you put out a movie. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The movie was crack. What was it about it? It was about it, right?
I don't even remember, to be honest.
But you put out a shit ton of movies, right?
Yeah.
Like, there is no Rockefeller movies without Master P. There is none. He was the first one to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, dead ass. Go look it up. He was the first one to do it. He made the blueprint on how to make a movie. People say that, you know what I'm saying, that Russell Wow, really?
Russell Simmons?
Thank you.
Okay.
Russell, you almost said Westbrook. Fucked up right now. People say Russell Simmons made the blueprint for the hip hop movie with Crush Groove. You know what I'm saying? Like he was behind Crush Groove the whole time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's the one that gave him the story.
Right.
But that wasn't his movie. That was a movie by a production company, by a film studio.
Right.
And he was the
was he like the executive producer or something like that?
No, not even. He was just he was the narrator. He told the story.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Got it. Yeah, yeah.
He was I can't think of what it is. Fuck it. But you know, that's what he did. So Matt P wrote the book on that.
Okay.
When everybody was like, "Oh shit, Death Row broke up," and Snoop didn't have the money, and Dre didn't have the money to buy that contract,
right?
So he could bring him over to Aftermath. Guess who stepped in? Percy Miller.
Oh wow!
And was like, "Oh, that he was on like Snoop was on No Limit for I want to say 2 albums."
That's right. That's right. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Part of Dogfather was on No Limit. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So Snoop had those couple albums which are trash, but excuse me. You know, P stepped in.
Yeah.
And it wasn't because, I know I can make money off of Snoop. It was, this brother is hurting.
Wow.
He's in a shit situation. Like, you know what I'm saying? P and Snoop have both said this. He's in a shit situation. Let me get him out of it.
Right.
Here's a 3-album deal.
Right.
Plus, I'm going to buy your contract. Right? So, with that plus I'm going to buy your contract, Snoop did not have to repay that plus I'm going to buy your contract.
Wow. That's huge.
Feel me?
That's a gift.
It wasn't like, here's a $5 million advance. It was, I'm going to buy your contract. You give me 3 albums and we're square.
Right.
It was the most money Snoop had ever been given contractually for an album.
Wow.
So, I mean, when you're an artist, you get, if you're great, you're going to get 50 cents, 75 cents, shit like that. You get shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's per album. For every No Limit album, Snoop was getting like $3-4.
Okay.
Like he was getting paid. So if he did $1 million off the album alone, he's making $4 million.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's all you got to do is make $1 million.
Right.
Sell $1 million. You got $4 million bucks.
Right. Right.
Not counting, I have bought all of your masters. So once you leave me, all of your masters from Death Row come with you, and you can perform all of this music, and I'm not going to take shit from it.
Right.
Or I'm going to take 20%, and you get 80. It's never like that. It's I get 90 and you get 10%.
Right.
Like get the fuck out of here.
Right.
That's why Nas was so fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
That makes
Searchlight Publishing bullshit bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's keep it 100.
Right.
So Snoop goes out and he can do all these shows now.
Right.
And never have to worry about Suge getting his money. Like that is why Snoop bounced back so effortlessly, and Dre was fucked up. Dre, like you can't even buy the Chronic because Suge owns it.
I had to buy the Chronic.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you have to buy it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I had to buy it because it's not available on streaming.
Right, because Death Row owns that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So P is the fucking guy. If you look at Romeo, I remember people laughing at Romeo. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? Lil Romeo, blah, 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 music. I was like, but let's keep it 100. He's going to get 80% of his sales. And he did.
And he did.
And he did. I was like, his dad got his master's, and he does. Nobody owns Lil Romeo. When Romeo went to school, he paid for it himself.
Wow.
Like keep it 100.
Right.
P knew how to make money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it came down to. Nobody gives P the credit like really he deserves, man.
Yeah, I agree with you.
He gave a shit ton of people fucking starts.
He did. But okay, so he's done all that.
I'm listening.
He's still. What does he do? What is he doing now? Because you got Diddy in the game. Diddy never left. He consistently put talent out, and is continuing to put talent out. You know what I mean? So.
But with that, real quick before you get into it, P did it with giving back to the talent.
Yeah.
The locks were fucked up until 18 months, 2 years ago. Right. They couldn't even perform as the fucking Locks because Diddy owned their shit.
Oh wow.
Like what's their fucking squad called? D Block.
Mm-hmm.
D Block was created because they could not perform as the Locks. So they brought D Block up, and it couldn't be just them three as D Block.
Right.
They were like, we gotta act like it has to be a completely different group.
Right. Yeah.
To even get registered. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
So I mean, we could talk like Diddy is smart, don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Diddy studied under some very smart people. L.A. Reid, he studied under Andre Harrell, and though, you know what I'm saying, those two people really know how to fuck people and make money.
Yeah.
Diddy learned how to fuck people and make money. Like, that's what it was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When G Dep fell the fuck off, Diddy wasn't there. When anybody, when Shine did 400 years, Diddy was like, yeah, he did it. Call it what it is, man.
Who you think really pulled that trigger? Who you think really pulled that trigger?
Huh?
Who you think really pulled that trigger?
What happened?
Do you Shine do it?
Yo, hold on.
Yo, what happened?
What? I couldn't hear you. I thought you said something.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. What happened?
Oh, did Diddy pull that trigger or what?
God damn, you wasn't gonna leave it, huh?
John, let it go. Let it go. So yeah,
we might have a revolt deal. Like, chill. Trying to be out here, cuz.
I'm sorry, Diddy. I'm sorry. I didn't mean no disrespect.
Take that.
Take that. Some real Cambodian breast milk.
Yo, that's real Cambodian, dog. Go ahead and open the studio.
All right. So Percy Miller, he deserves the recognition that he's not getting. There's no doubt about that, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
The fucking guy.
Yeah, agreed. So, what's this definition of a GOAT that you wanna put out there? That you want to get off your chest?
Everybody wants to talk about the greatest of all time, but then they mentioned 400 people. So, I'm talking. Let's make the GOAT multiple. Like it could be a bunch of people. Like greatest of all time rapper, greatest of all time storyteller, greatest of all time technicality. All these different shit. We can even do greatest of all time era. Right. Now, here's why I'm saying this.
Okay.
Todd James. Very arguably considered the greatest of all time, right?
Okay.
But I can mention people in every era that out-rap and outdo Todd James in every single era.
Okay.
In the 2000s, he was trash. In the 90s, he was 49% trash. In the 80s, he was like 11% trash.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So if and this is
we're talking. Hold on. We're talking. Ladies love Cool James. Is that correct? Am I correct on that?
Absolutely.
Okay, I didn't realize that fool's name was Todd. So I was like,
his name is James Todd Smith.
I didn't realize that.
Ladies love Cool James Todd Smith.
I did not realize that. That's hilarious.
Right. So, like, my thing is, LL has been in some incredible beefs. You know what I'm saying? The beef with Kool Moe Dee. Okay. So let's start there, right? Like that's where everybody started going, oh shit, LL is killing Kool Moe Dee. That's crazy as fuck.
Right.
Well, the truth is Kool Moe Dee really never dissed him. And LL took something and ran with it.
Right.
And then Kool Moe Dee was like, what the fuck are you dissing me for? All right, I'm going to diss you back, I guess. Like, it's two different eras. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, if I went out and dissed my dad right now, everybody be like, oh, shit. He fucking wowed the fuck out on him. But, you know what I'm saying? We came up in the same era. You might not feel that way.
Right.
You feel me? So, you know, that was trash. Cannabis would... He did the underground. Cannabis, this is the only thing he ever did for the underground. He destroyed LL Cool J.
Okay.
Twice.
Right.
Second round KO, then ripped the jacket. When LL came back, he had to, you know what I'm saying, they dropped it on the second disc of the DMX first album. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
The limited edition, yo, get it for LL shit. And everybody heard it was like, oh. But when you really broke down the lyrics, it was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like that's what we doing? Cool. I'm gonna go get a milkshake and I don't know. Like he got his ass handed to him.
Right.
And then Rip the Jacket came out, and then Cannabis ripped him on his own beat. I was like, God damn, dog. Do it.
Do it.
That's crazy. Do it.
Yeah.
And then let's move forward with the Jay-Z being the president shit, right?
Okay.
LL's like, oh, Jay-Z's you know what I'm saying, trying to hate on me and blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Et cetera, et cetera. And it was on some Monique shit. Like you playing a victim right now. So Jay lets that music come out at Def Jam. And it was the trashiest album I had ever heard. Oh. And I was like, hey, dork. LL dork. You don't think that maybe this was a bad album and he just wanted you to save face?
Right.
I mean, you went in and did Headsprung with fucking Timberland at Tim's hottest.
Right.
And that shit was garbage. Like everybody, like the hook was, hey, I was like, oh shit, this is about to, it's Big Ellie, no silly, can't call my Melly. I was like, man, if you don't get the fuck, if you don't get your 1986 MC and ass the fuck up out of here, it's like it hurts me to say because at one point, you know what I'm saying, Ella will come out and you know, like he has some fucking fire. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mr. Smith might have been the top of his game. And then after that, it was just a slow decline, and he just couldn't see it happening.
Right.
And I'm like, dog, you don't see you're sipping coffee at the table and the entire room's on fire. Like, you don't feel that heat at all. You think it's you. All right, cool. Let's keep it moving. So that is where I'm bringing this GOAT idea from. You know what I'm saying? Because if he is the GOAT, and I can name 5 people in every era that have lasted as long, you know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Then you can't be the GOAT.
Right.
And if you only last at Def Jam because you started and opened the fucking doors there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
After Mr. Smith, they kept you on because you had just given a new contract and you were like, yo, give me 10 albums. I got it. And they were like, yo, you performed for fucking 15 years. Hell yeah, I'll give you that contract.
Right.
Like you're the face of, you know what I'm saying, Def Jam.
You're right.
And then you put out Big LA, no silly. Gotta run over to the telly. Like, yo, get this trash motherfucker out of here. In the same breath that DMX, Redman, Method Man had Blackout. Like, get the fuck out of here. Right. You got Jay doing numbers. You got Joe Budden coming up doing numbers, rapping for today, and you over here rapping the Solid Goldies. Like, fuck out of here, dog. So, I bring the GOAT up to say, if Rakim is not the GOAT, if Jay, Nas are not GOATs, then what the fuck are we talking about?
Right. Okay.
Like better bodies of music, better bodies of work. And I'm saying better bodies of music and bodies of work independently of each other. Right?
Right.
Feel me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Like music, you can count a single. Bodies of work are full albums that fucking mean something.
Wow. Okay.
LL hasn't done that in fuck ever.
Yeah. I could see that. So what are you saying now? What you're thinking is that instead of being like, okay, there's the GOAT, right? We have this guy has X, Y, and Z. He's done this, he's done that. You know, we put up our top 5, right?
Right.
Some of those guys we consider the GOATs. You know what I mean? Like they're it for us. Nas to me is the GOAT.
Absolutely.
But
like I don't disagree with that.
But
you know what I'm saying?
You want to put them in sections. Like
absolutely.
Who's the most technical? Who's got the best flow, who's got the best presence, the best on stage, the best like all of that.
It's got to be like when you're talking the greatest of all time, right?
Uh-huh.
You got to be the fucking greatest at it of all time.
Okay.
But okay, let's talk. People consider Eminem the GOAT.
Don't do this.
Meanwhile, Ryan fucking Montgomery. And I know people may not know who Ryan Montgomery is. That is a rapper by the name of Royce the fucking 5'9". Outbarred him on everything. He outbarred M and J on a song that he wasn't even on publicly. like M's verse on Renegade doesn't match J's, and you're like kind of all right, but I see why you did it.
Right.
When the truth is, M and Royce made that song a few years prior, and M was like, "Yo, what do you think it is?" And Jay was like, "Yeah, cool, I'll get on it." And Royce's verses demolished both of them. The shit was hot Trinidad.
Wow.
So,
not to be confused with Trinidad James.
Right, no Trinidad James. Get the fuck out of here. So, you have, and I'm gonna say it, like you got Jay, who can arguably be a GOAT. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But in those Rockefeller days, you got Jay at the head, and he had some really good music.
Mm-hmm.
He had some really good music.
Mm-hmm.
But you got motherfucking Beanie Siegel beating the shit out of Life.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Bean
absolutely.
said, "Yo, I'll take Jadakiss." Like, keep it 100. When 50 took on everybody and 50 bodied the fuck out of everybody.
Right.
And then he tried to take on Kiss. Piggy Bank came out. And I was like, 50, it's a wrap. And it was a wrap for 50.
Right. Absolutely.
Kiss ended his career. He ended his career.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So, in that same respect, if somebody said that Jadakiss was the GOAT, I'd be like, okay, cool. You ever heard the album that he did with Fab? Right. He got bodied on every track. Every joint. Right. And I love Kiss. Like, Kiss is high as fuck for me.
Yeah.
But the way Fab bodied him on that mixtape, on album, whatever you want to call it, was incredible. And I was like, I never thought that would be possible. So, everybody has a bad verse. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a bad day.
No doubt.
But people have eras.
You
can be the era. You could win a category. Like do that shit. Like be the GOAT of that.
Right.
Like Michael Jordan. Nah, let's talk about it. Michael Jordan is not the GOAT to me.
Whoa. Pause. Say a word, son.
He is the GOAT of an era.
Oh my God. Don't do this.
I did it.
Don't do this. Okay. They go in. Who's the GOAT? Just say it, B. Just say it.
See, at one point I was like, Wilt, and I live with that.
Okay.
Here's why. Before I really get into it, because I've been out the NBA, I've been out of basketball one time.
Right.
Before I really go into it, it is part of what I am saying here.
Okay.
I don't think Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player to have ever lived. I think he was the greatest basketball player partly of the time that he played, right?
Right.
AI is a GOAT. Wilt is a GOAT. Steph Curry is a GOAT. And in that same aspect, I'll give you LeBron being a GOAT. You see what I'm saying? It's not D Wade is a GOAT. Like, it's not the fact that you are the greatest fucking ever. It's the fact that you have set the fucking bar. And once you are the person that sets the bar, everybody behind you has to live up to that bar.
Right.
Or set another one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It doesn't take anything away from Jordan that that AI crossed him up in the game.
Not at all.
You feel me?
Not at all.
Takes nothing away from Jordan. What it does, though, it says, oh, shit, AI crossed up Jordan. Even though the Bulls won that game.
Right.
Like, keep it 100. The Bulls won.
Matter. It didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
No.
It's just like, yo, he fucking did it.
Yeah.
Holy shit. You see the chink in the armor. Like, he set the bar.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, you can beat him.
Right.
And people had beaten him. Like, you know, like, keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? So, all I'm saying is, when it comes down to the GOAT, there isn't one. Got to be a bunch of them. Got to be a couple. You know what I'm saying? You can't just have one.
But that's the point of the GOAT, is that it puts you can't have multiple GOATs. You can have one GOAT, and that's the GOAT you have to deal with. And that's where all the arguments come from. And that's where, like, I get what you're saying, like, vision of the NBA, the guy that everybody recognizes is as the NBA, as the player. It's Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Like,
true.
If you
I don't take that away from him.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, you want to take, like, I get what you're saying, and, like, if you want to take that and, like, flip it into, okay, here we have Jordan. Jordan is the most clutch. He had the strongest presence on the court. He talked the most trash. Like, there was so much about Jordan that made him amazing, right? But then AI had the handles. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, his handles were fucking insane. You know what I'm saying? But
I give you that. I'm with you.
Okay, but you're right. You're right. Jordan is the GOAT of an era because I get that. That makes sense to me because in the 80s, ball wasn't played the way it was played in the 90s.
Exactly.
Ball wasn't played now the way it was in the 90s, and it certainly wasn't the way that it was played in the 80s. Because in the 80s, the fucking Pistons tore shit up. The fucking Celtics tore shit up. You know the Showtime Lakers tore shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like they were out there breaking motherfuckers' backs.
Easily.
That's the way you play basketball then.
But here's the thing. If we're going to sit here, and I mean, this isn't really NBA shit, but
it doesn't matter.
If you're going to...
It's part of the culture. It's part of the culture.
It's part of the
NBA
culture.
is part of the culture, no doubt.
If you bring up Charles Barkley, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, like if you start bringing these names up,
right,
of people who played together and say, oh, what if they played, you know, so and so and so and so, that's telling me you have a 5 from right here, from this era,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And these are the greatest of this time.
Right.
Like, it's not a GOAT, greatest of all time. It's the greatest. It's a GOT.
Right.
The greatest of this time. And you're putting them up against the greatest of this time. Then something about the 5 other people that you're picking that are playing right now,
right,
lets me know that they compare to them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, who is it that people compare Michael Jordan to? And I can't. Fuck. Whatever. So that's just the point. You know what I'm saying? I should have been more prepared for this, but I wasn't.
It's fine. No, because I get what you're saying. Like, but especially in hip hop, like you had the original era, and those guys were just trying to figure it out. They were doing what they knew, what they knew best, right? And then 86, 87, you got NWA drops a whole nother style of rap. Right,
Bill Russell.
I'm
sorry, my fault.
What?
Bill Russell. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay.
My bad. I got excited.
So, which spawns off a whole nother style of hip hop, where, you know, what do you call it? The gangster, or you want to call it whatever? Like it turns out a more aggressive style of rap music, which, you know, in turn, Kool G Rap, you get, I mean, there's a number of people that come out of that, right? Ice Cube, his West Side Connection, his fucking, you know, all the guys that came out of that. I mean, there were so many, right? There was
absolutely
8 Ball, you know, like continuous, like it continued throughout, and more people found their way into the music. It wasn't great, but you know what I mean. So like, what I'm trying to say is that each generation, and let's say in hip hop, a generation is what? What do you think? 5 years? Because things change, things move quick. Year to year, things change, right? But
you got to be in at least 5 to 6 years.
okay, to say a generation.
3 albums. 3 albums. 3 albums is a generation.
That's 6 years.
Think about it.
Yeah.
It depending. It's 5 to 6. That's what I'm saying.
Not anymore, because albums don't mean shit. Like, because you got mixtapes, you've got mixtapes which are, I don't know, but you're crazy, and then you've got, like, I don't even know what's a project and a fucking mixtape. What's an album and what's a mixtape anymore? The lines are so fucking blurred, right?
See, being that I know it on this side, I see where they're no longer blurred. Like, I know, like, I could tell you, I can go down Joe Budden's discography, both albums and mixtapes, and tell you what was a mixtape and what was an album.
Right.
Like the whole Mew music series, all of that was a fucking mixtape. It was just 3 mixtapes straight out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There are certain things that are in mixtape. Like there is a difference with a project, and it is concise thought. Okay, like you have to have some kind of thought going into that project. Like that is what your album is about.
Sure.
You have to have it has to sound decent. Like you're never gonna hear an album that sounds shitty. Like you have to put a little bit of money and a little bit of time into an album. You can't just, like, a mixtape I could do in a weekend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Over whatever the fuck I wanted to do, but there was no thought process involved. You know what I'm saying? Like the best album that has come out in recent years is probably Damn. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Especially knowing that you can play it both forwards and backwards and get 2 separate stories, and it was made that way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that is what you would classify an album, not even timing anymore.
Right.
Like if it's under 40, it's an EP, it's an LP. Like that shit doesn't even matter.
Right.
So that's where you sit right there with that.
Fair enough. Interesting. Yeah, so I don't know, like I get that generation to generation is different, and you cannot compare the 90s stuff to the 80s stuff and vice versa.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's so much in the 90s, whether it's early 90s or late 90s, that's all totally different than what came before that, right? Because
exactly
the what was happening in the 80s was they were still trying to figure it out musically. You know what I mean? Musically, rap wise, like lyrically, like, you know, there were some cold motherfuckers that came out of the 80s. You know?
Yes.
Rakim. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Ice Cube. There was a lot of guys that were breaking in, you know, into that moment that changed the game for so many people that came behind them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I get where people, like, when I base my rap, when I start looking at people, the oldest guy on my list is fucking Master Ace, I think, as far as his albums go, because I want to say when he put out Master Ace Incorporated, that's hit the remix of Born to Roll was on his second release, not his first. So, like, the first one has his original release. If I'm not mistaken, this first album has his original release of Born to Roll, which is not the remix, which made it to the second album. But that had to be late 80s. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has to be. It has to be. But then, you know, like, Common doesn't break in until that's got to be 9. No, it's early 90. So it's probably, it may even be 89. It may be 90. Can I Borrow a Dollar? And then Resurrection. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, so I'm not really sure.